Internal conflict resolution. Filter number 3. The beliefs inside yourself. The beliefs that cause the internal conflict. Let's jump in. The question is, what has come up for you when you think about your beliefs? Is there something that's come up where I'm just not safe if I do this, or I'm just not safe if I do that, or maybe I'm ashamed of making money because I've got to become a so-and-so to make money? And so that's the question. What is going on inside of you with regards to your beliefs? Is there something that is really driving you? Some of these can be very strong, like social acceptance can really drive us, especially when we're younger. You notice that many old people do not care about social things, but younger people, it's like everything, because being socially acceptable is just a part of our biology. It's part of how we are wired to survive in the wilderness, because a human being by themselves is not at the top of the food chain, but a human being in a group of people is at the top of the food chain. And we know this unconsciously, we know this in our nervous system, that we are not at the top of the food chain by ourselves. But with our technology and in big groups, you can't match us, right? So when you know that if you're kicked out of the herd, you're kicked out of the group, you're going to unconsciously try everything you can to fit in with the group. And the beliefs of the group will be impacting your beliefs. Now, sometimes the group is your family. Sometimes the group is a school. Sometimes the group is the workplace. Sometimes the group is a social club. Whatever it is, that's what we're exploring from that angle, as well as with the thing that's your big problem in your life. Where are beliefs coming from you? Where are beliefs coming from someone else? It's just, you could go on all day about this, because the beliefs we have inside of us really do run the show. So the first thing that I have you do in the book is to write down what is driving you now. What do you know about? There's the aware beliefs and the beliefs that you're not aware of. There's the beliefs that you have no idea about. And I've had a lot of those, and I'll have a lot more as I stretch to the next levels in my life. So for you, what are the beliefs that you know about? That's the first part in the book. Write those down now. What beliefs you know are holding you back? Where I'm not feeling safe, where I'm not feeling confident, I'm not feeling like I'm enough, I'm not feeling worthy, I'm not feeling like I should be this or should be that. There'll be a bunch of things going on. Write them down, journal on that now. These are the things you know about. So write that down now. That's the next part in the book. The next thing is, we can sometimes resist who we think we need to become to have the things we want. Sometimes you'll have a belief that I have to become a real, what's the word? Scoundrel is a nice word. I was trying not to swear. You might need to become a real scoundrel, a real player, someone who really takes advantage of people in order to succeed. But what if that's not right? What if you can actually have it all and actually be a good person and fulfill your own values? This is something to think about. How can you do this in a way that is congruent with you? And this is a big one. So we need to make sure we're happy and that we're going to be congruent with ourselves. We need to make sure we're happy and we're not breaking all of our values. There'll be things in there that's really important to you. So have a think about that. What's really important to you? And are you breaking that if you get these things you want? It's fascinating. It's a deep rabbit hole, and that's why you need a one-on-one session, because a one-on-one session gets under your stuff much faster than a group type thing like this. But it's fascinating, and I think that you can get something by looking at, what are you afraid that you're not going to get? What are you afraid that you have to turn into? That's also in the book. Write down those answers right now. Now we'll jump into the next piece, and that is talking about what is it that the resistance, the limiting belief, is really trying to do for you? What is the limiting belief, the resistance? You might not yet know what it is, this resistance, but you might be able to find out. Because this limiting belief, this resistance, can really serve you. Don't push it away, and this is what we often do, is we push away the resistance. Don't push away the resistance. Instead of pushing away the resistance, I invite you to take at the resistance and ask it what it needs. What does it need to feel safe? What does it need, this resistance, to changing the problem that you've got? Is there something that is missing? Is there something you're afraid you're going to lose? Have a look at that resistance and decide what it is this resistance is asking for. It's all part of your belief system. And by understanding your belief system, you'll understand what it is that's holding you back. So write down your answers to that right now. What is holding you back? What is the resistance? Ask it what it needs. What do you need resistance? Thank it for being there. Remember, your unconscious mind is just trying to look after you. It's just trying to protect you. It's trying to make sure that you are very, very safe. And so if you're very, very safe, it's going to stay alive. That is your unconscious mind's goal. If you're very, very safe, your unconscious mind is keeping you alive. So, that's a really good one. Keeping you safe, thank it very much, and ask, what do you need in this resistance to changing this thing? The thing that you're not moving forward on, the problem you've got in your life. What does it need? It'll come up with an answer. And this is about listening to your intuition now. This is about as deep as we can go in an ebook. This is about listening to what it is you need. All right, so have a go at that and we'll jump into the next video. These are internal conflicts within yourself, where you want one thing and there's a belief system that is holding you back. There'll be some things in there from the identity piece and from the value piece that will help you uncover those beliefs, because they're all connected. And so I hope this really serves you today to help you move forward, to help you understand yourself even better. As you uncover in this the belief that might be holding you back, or one of them associated to a specific problem. Maybe the internal conflict is that I believe I have to become, let's say, a narcissist in order to be successful. But you might not have it right. The whole point here is to understand that your beliefs are a fabrication. They're very strong fabrications, and they become our reality. Well, what if you could tweak the belief to something that is more empowering? The belief that's not going to tear you apart, where I'm not going to be safe if I put myself out there, where I'm not going to be safe if I'm successful, I'm going to be rejected by people. It's the same thing in public speaking. And these are some of the basic ones. But what if you could find a good man? You know, you could have a relationship that you wanted, and you didn't have to put up with people who are low quality. And you could have high quality people who fulfill your values because you have started to love yourself. Because maybe you don't love yourself, and there's the internal conflict. Whatever it is, there's a whole lot of things you can do to really get to the bottom of your beliefs. Clearing them out of the body, valuing the values conflicts and resolving those values conflicts, and allowing yourself to believe something better. Because at the end of the day, it's a generalization. You get the choice on how you would like to generalize. Let's do it in a more positive and empowered way. This is Tait from Fork in Road Coaching. I'll see you in the next video.